A little bit of a break from the rain, though I know pretty soon here, Alden, I'm going to be wanting it back.
We are starting to get a little bit dry out there, so we do have some opportunities for this evening and over the next couple of days, but no widespread uniform rain is showing up for some time.
The good thing you have is popping up even at this late hour on your radar is that if that comes over your house, you're going to get a good soaking.
Yes, it'll be brief, but some rain is better than none, especially when you've been dry for a little while. Here's a look at Max HD radar. We do have one little downpour that's popped up over the Portland area, just to the north of Shively there. Also another downpour near Lanesville and Georgetown. Most of this activity is moving northward, really northwestward, into southern Indiana. So through Clark County, we're noticing some of those downpours right now. Goshen just had one. Moving into Washington County, even a little thunderstorm there, some lightning bolts being detected. Nothing is severe though, which is the good news, and these are very hit or miss. Notice how a lot of areas around these cells have stayed completely dry. So if you do find yourself underneath one, you are one of the fortunate ones. And a broader view shows just how tiny these cells are as well, and how isolated they are as they continue to move pretty much along the Parkway system and to the northwest. But after sunset, this activity will be coming to an end. And that cell I showed you over the west end, well, here it is from our Midway University camera over in Hurstbourne. So pretty neat to see that downpour there, the rain shaft as we call it, some of those crepuscular rays as well. So a nice, neat little image. Our weather story, those very hit or miss storms that I just showed you, and it's going to be a hot start to June. Temperatures will be climbing into the lower 90s here, but there is some good news with that heat. It's not going to be too humid. Here's a look at Futurecast for the rest of this evening. We'll see those storms gradually diminish as they lose the heat of the day. Tomorrow morning, starting off sunny, temperatures in the 60s, and tomorrow afternoon, I think we'll have a better chance to see those storms like we have right now be a little bit more numerous and widely scattered across the area, so not so confined to just a few locations during the peak of the day. Temperatures again will be in the 60s for our Thursday morning, and Thursday afternoon will be pretty similar to today, and tomorrow afternoon we'll be watching for some of those widely scattered downpours to develop, mostly in the mid to late afternoon hours, but there will not be any severe weather again. That is the good news. Here's your hometown forecast tonight. Mild and muggy, only down into the middle 60s here in the metro area. That urban heat island is going to keep those numbers a bit elevated. Across the rest of the area, more hit or miss storms. Middle 80s again for us here in the city. Lower to middle 80s elsewhere across the area. Might be a little bit on the muggy side, but again, we are not seeing any extreme humidity showing up, which isn't going to give us any extreme heat index problems either. So that's why as we head into the first weekend of June, temperatures in the 90s there for a few days, but with a northeast wind, that's going to keep really dry air in place. So that's why we are not going to be too humid. So it'll be a dry heat, and into early next week, temperatures try to take a few steps backward. Maybe another slight chance for rain there on Tuesday, but still going to stay warmer than average through at least the first week of June.